Hey you guys, it's Amanda with Healthy House on the Block, and I'm here with our weekly video and tip on creating an indoor space that truly supports your health and wellness. This week we are talking about how not all homes are the same, obviously, and a healthy home is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Our homes are different, our family needs are different, our health needs are different, and we have to take all of these things into consideration when we're going to create a healthy home. Something that I've been so excited to be working on is creating a healthy home blueprint that you can customize to your home and to your family's needs. This is the whole idea behind this week's blog post, that we really need to take a lot of things into consideration before we start down this healthy home path. We're going to talk about how to make sure that you're using ideas that are going to make the most impact in your space, because we want to remove the most toxins we can with simple steps. It doesn't make sense to have a huge, expensive, time-consuming project and really only reduce toxins a little bit within your home. We have to make our projects intentional, and we have to make sure that they are impactful to the health of our home. So I broke this week's blog post down into some slides that we're going to go through. Usually they're about 10 to 15 minutes worth of information. If you're someone who likes to really process all this information and read the post, I have that linked in the video description below. Otherwise, we're going to get started with these slides. So our homes are in some ways very much like our bodies. A healthy body takes fine-tuning and preventative care, and so does a healthy home. And just like our bodies, our homes are unique in the sense that each home has variables that another home just may not have. Each home, even if built by the same builder, will have to be cared for in slightly different ways. And this is all what makes our homes so beautiful to each of us, but also it causes us challenges. Many of us would love a quick step-by-step to-do list that will help us create a healthy home. And the truth is, this does exist in some fashion, but a healthy house is often created through some diagnosis and assessments of the specific home that you live in. This doesn't even take into account the uniqueness of each of us, our family's needs, our financial situation, and how much time we have to make these healthy changes. All of these things come into play when you're creating a healthy home, and so really a one-size-fits-all approach just doesn't work. It's the exact reason I work with families one-on-one to create individual plans, and it's why I've created my new course, The Healthy Home Blueprint. Each of these routes to a healthy house will help you identify what's going on, create a plan, and then execute each step that has been tailored to your own home. The truth is, all homes are unique. They have many similarities, especially when it comes to similar eras of homes or homes in the same area of the country or your state. But really, each and every home is going to be unique in some of these ways. Larger homes require different attention than homes that are small and cozy. A larger home might require additional ways to increase ventilation in order to reduce air toxins. And perhaps a smaller home may need additional help reducing high humidity levels that can be common in small spaces. Each home will have challenges like these, and each size home will also have positive benefits depending on the square footage of the space. How old a home is could be the biggest factor in a home's uniqueness. A home built last year, in comparison to a home built in 1920, essentially has 100 years of differences between them. And one of the biggest things that has changed over time is toxic materials. Older homes may still have very toxic materials inside, like lead, asbestos, PCBs, and even mercury. These toxins have long since been removed from our building materials for the most part, and so the risk of these toxins in a new home is practically non-existent. In comparison, homes built more recently have such energy efficient components that the homes barely let any fresh air inside at all. And this can cause an extremely unhealthy home space as toxins can build up to unsafe levels within the home. And then there are all sorts of home layouts, from ramblers to traditional 2 stories and multi-level homes. Each of these styles will make the home unique in the sense that airflow will be different in each type of home. A home with a full basement or a multi-level home with bedrooms on the lowest level will need to be more aware of radon levels in their area. A traditional 2-story home with bedrooms on the upper level may have a harder time getting airflow to these rooms and keeping them cool in the summer. There's no one layout that is ideal for homes because a lot of the time the layout has to also be favorable for your lifestyle and your family's needs as well. But depending on the layout of your home, you'll need to just be aware of different issues that could arise due to the floor plan. Another huge way homes differ is based on where they are located. This can be thought of in terms of where they are in the country. I mean, obviously the climate in Texas is very different from the climate in Oregon, but it can also be thought of in terms of location just around your city and state. So, for example, my home is built on land that at one time was a marsh, meaning we have challenges with keeping water out of our basement, keeping the lowest level dry, and we've had to make sure that we are very diligent about preventative care. In comparison, other homes that are just a few minutes from us are on very dry land and soil with very little concern for moisture. That being said, some homes are in areas near oceans, which means preventing any sort of water or corrosion in the house is a huge challenge. And then there are the homes that have to survive both hot summers and frigid winters. The location of the home will determine how you keep moisture away, if radon levels are high, and if the home will need to be protected both summer and winter. But families and owners are unique as well. Just like our homes, the needs of our homeowners and families are all unique when it comes to healthy houses. Some families may need to focus on a much more toxin-free space, and some families may be completely fine with a low toxin living plan. Either way, both are great, but just know what your family may require in terms of fewer toxins inside, perhaps due to asthma, allergies, or autoimmune disorders, and it might be different from other families. That is okay. The important thing is to know what it is that your family needs and what steps you need to take to create a healthy home that works for you. Kids are so much more affected by toxins than adults are, usually. Kids' systems are much less developed, their musculoskeletal system is thinner, and their size is obviously smaller than adults. Not only do kids come in contact with a higher volume of toxins based on their weight, their bodies don't detox it as quickly as adults. In the same breath, older individuals with already taxed systems due to their age may also have greater sensitivity to indoor toxins. An older individual might be more affected by certain toxins that burden the body as their systems don't function on quite as high of a level. Budget is such an important part of a low toxin living plan that we don't talk about often, but it really is important. Your budget for your home and your lifestyle make a huge difference. Financial disparities cause stress, which is also toxic to our bodies. So while creating a healthy home may be amazing for your indoor air quality, if it creates a financial burden that you just can't handle, your body will be under a new type of stress, causing a burden to your body. The trick is to know just what you can spend and then choose a project or item that will have the greatest impact on the health of your home. So one thing that I work through with all my clients in the Healthy Home Blueprint is just how to assess your home. If you don't know what you need to change or want to change or what your budget is, you'll likely never make the right or best change for your home. creating a healthy home often has to be very intentional, and these are the best ways to go about it. Again, you have to assess just how much you're able to spend and also how much time a particular change is going to take. A change that is a huge renovation may not be feasible for you right now, but maybe changing out all your plastic water bottles is. Both of these changes are positive and put you in the right direction. Assess just how much of both time and money you have to do a particular project. It doesn't mean you can't do it ever. It may mean it's a project for down the road. And in the meantime, you can just make other small intentional changes for your living space. So, let's face it, when it comes to habits, there are some things that are much easier to change than others. If a habit is going to be difficult to remember or difficult to get your whole family on board with, it may not be the change you need to make in your healthy home right now. And then there are some changes that you know are just not going to be in the cards at the moment. For example, medical needs might trump a change that most families can make, but you just can't. We've been in the same boat, and that's okay. Do your best with the changes you can make and focus on those with positivity. Another huge consideration is if you'll be staying in the home long term or if your plans are to move. So there's no sense in spending money on an improvement that is very specific to your family when you may not see the return on it come selling time. Make sure that you're making changes to your space that will give you a return if you're planning to sell. If you're there for the long haul, then by all means, make the changes you want to your own healthy house. And having your home tested for different environmental toxins and concerns may be one of the best ways to determine what route you need to go and what to make a priority with your changes. A home that tests positive for mycotoxins and mold is going to prioritize completely different habits and changes than a home who has sky-high VOC levels. And without knowing exactly what is causing your home to be unhealthy, you won't be able to make a positive change to truly take care of an issue. You can actually find testing through at-home kits or with myself to help you understand what needs to be done in your own space. And the purpose of all of this is to create your own healthy home tailored to your needs and your specific type of home. No two homes are exactly the same, and so no plan is going to be identical to yours. These are the things we want to focus on to create your own plan. So my favorite way to make a priority list for changes to your healthy home, and by this I mean pots and pans to flooring, is to look at the tasks, habits, or changes that that will have the highest impact on your space's health or your body's health. So for example, changing out your mattress is going to have a much bigger impact than getting an organic throw for your couch. Why? Because you're on the mattress between 7 to 9 hours a day, where a blanket on the couch may be used for just a short period of time and only in some seasons. So look at areas you spend the most time in and items that you use in the closest proximity to yourself around your house. These are areas where you can make a really positive change. I'm all about changing anything I can that doesn't cost me anything at all but my time or my self-control. So making dusting and vacuuming a consistent habit is something that doesn't cost me anything at all, but it still reduces toxins inside my space in a very efficient way. Opening a window is another thing I can do without spending anything, and yet it improves my indoor air quality. A healthy home doesn't have to be something that we've created with the most expensive changes and materials. You can start small and start with a low-cost change that will still have a huge impact while you work towards some of the bigger steps in your healthy home journey. Large surface areas like flooring and walls are great areas to focus on. Flooring is such a great change to make in a home because often you'll be removing flooring, such as carpet, that is extreme, meaning you're taking out toxins from the majority of rooms in your home all at one time. honing in on areas of your home that you can make one change to, but change a lot in, is a huge benefit to your healthy home. You can easily make a list of things that will make a bigger impact because of the sheer surface area of that space. The moving forward approach is based on the idea that as you need to replace products, furniture, or components of your home, you do it with the health of your home in mind. So next time your kiddo needs a new lunchbox or a new water bottle, commit to replacing it with a low toxin option that you've already researched. Next time you need more bathroom cleaner, make sure you've done that work ahead of time, and then choose a plant-based, healthier cleaner based on your research. The idea works for just about any area in the home, and you just have to do the research ahead of time so you're ready to make a healthy purchase when the time comes. So it is ready and being released soon. The Healthy Home Blueprint will take you on a step-by-step journey, giving you the exact tools and plan you need to create a healthy home, no matter where you are or what your home is like. You'll be able to harness the benefits of a healthy living space and ditch toxins without frustration, without guilt or confusion. This course uses the same techniques I use when I consult with families to create their healthiest spaces. And it's a great building block for anyone who's already gotten started, as well as an amazing place to start for a beginner. No matter what type of home you have or what type of needs your family requires, you can create a healthy home that is customized to your space. By using these techniques to start planning, you'll be able to create your very own healthy house on the block without being overwhelmed. I don't know about you, but I think that creating an individualized plan for each and every home and each and every family is really the way to go when we're looking to reduce toxins and create a healthier indoor environment for our health and our families. I hope you are able to take away at least one thing that you can use in your own home to move your healthy home journey forward. Feel free to leave me a comment and let me know what that was. And I would love for you to subscribe to my channel too. I'll be here again next week with another healthy house tip on creating an indoor space that truly supports your health and your wellness.